If you're looking for the best iPad, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Apple iPad Air. The key feature of the iPad Air is that it boasts the same Apple M1 chip as not only the iPad Pro range but desktops like the 24-inch iMac and Mac Mini, offering significant gains in both the CPU and GPU department, making it ideal for content creators, students, and gamers that need laptop-level power on the go. It's much more powerful than any other non-Pro iPad, and it leaves the Android competition in the dust. There's also the bright and detailed 10.9-inch display to consider, and although it doesn't offer the 120Hz Pro motion refresh rate technology of the Pro range, it can make use of the Magic Keyboard and second-gen Apple Pencil, something that can't be said of any other non-Pro iPad. There's also 5G connectivity and a 12MP center-stage front-facing camera this time around, two of the biggest commissions from the 2020 model, making it easy to recommend to most everyday users. Moving on to the next at number 2 with iPad Mini. The 6th Gen iPad Mini ditches the old form factor for something more akin to the iPad Air and iPad Pro range. With an angular design, stereo speakers, center stage technology, and much smaller bezels than before, the iPad Mini's 60Hz display has jumped to 8.3 inch, but without changing the physical size of the tablet, allowing for more display real estate without affecting its portable nature. It's a gorgeous display too, with the highest pixel density of any iPad right now, but it is a bit on the small side for true split-screen multitasking. It's powered by the same A15 Bionic as the iPhone 13 range, making it more powerful than the iPad Air at a similar price. The Touch ID sensor has been moved to the power button like with the iPad Air, and there's support for the second-gen Apple Pencil to boot, but the lack of a smart connector on the rear means that it doesn't have its own Magic Keyboard. A real boon for the iPad Air and Pro range, and the only real chink in the Mini's armor. The number 3 position is held by iPad Pro 12.9. Apple's 12.9-inch iPad Pro is the most powerful tablet on the market right now, with the Mac-based M1 chipset beating just about every competitor in benchmark tests. But it's also the most expensive option in our chart. However, limitations of iPadOS, including screen mirroring, rather than screen extending, mean it can't truly take advantage of all the power on offer. The 120Hz micro LED display, available on the 12.9-inch model exclusively, is perfect for graphics design, watching movies, and browsing social media. And the upgraded front-facing camera with auto-tracking tech is ideal for those working remotely. Paired with the Magic Keyboard, it has the potential to be a true laptop replacement, but it's a very pricey one, matching the asking price of a MacBook Pro at the top end. It's undoubtedly Apple's best tablet, but if you're not going to get full use out of the large display and powerful internals, you'd probably be better off with a different iPad. Next at number 4 we have iPad 10.2-inch. It might not be hugely different from the previous entry-level iPad, but Apple has yet again created a tablet that's very hard to complain about. If you got the 7th or 8th Gen iPad, there might not be enough to tempt you. But there's a lot to love here if you're coming from an older device or wanted to dip your toe into the iPad experience. The 10.2-inch screen offers true tone tech that'll automatically adjust the color balance based on your environment. And there's improved color accuracy too. There are also improvements to the software with iPadOS, an upgrade to the A13 Bionic, the same as that in the iPhone 11, and most importantly, upgraded the base storage from an unusable 32GB to 64GB. And there's a 256GB model for those that need a little more storage too. Considering the price hasn't changed. In fact, it's cheaper in the UK this time around. That's an impressive feat for the budget iPad. Sure, it doesn't have a laminated display, ProMotion 120Hz refresh rate, or an updated design like others in the iPad collection, but we can't expect these things without a higher price and blurring the lines to those premium. If you don't care about the latest specs and just want an iPad to use for gaming and social media, this is a great entry point that won't break the bank. Finally, the number 5th position is dominated by iPad Pro 11. The iPad Pro 11 we've listed here is basically the exact same tablet as the 12.9-inch model listed right at the top of this guide. The key difference is the screen size. The iPad Pro 11 has an 11-inch screen, while the iPad Pro 12.9 has a. Well, you can probably guess. There are a few knock-on effects from this mainly. that the battery for this tablet is a little smaller, but that doesn't matter since the screen is drawing less charge. One other downgrade is that it doesn't get a mini LED screen. Sticking with LCD instead, that's why it's here, lower in our list. In terms of chipset, charging speed, and accessory compatibility, though, this is basically the same device, and it'll be great for people who need a powerful slate yet don't want to carry around a massive model. And, most importantly, it feels exactly the same to use, so creatives and business users won't be disappointed here. It's a little cheaper than the 12.92. That's all for today. We upload tech product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.